And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
The core is rotten.
Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we're going to be having a look at the UK government, and specifically the absolutely confusing, slightly insane advice they're giving out. Now, as you're probably aware, the NHS have just been given a 3% pay rise. What you may not be aware of is the fact that that was given in one hand and taken in the other. Now, you're probably wondering how that was. Well, what they've actually said was that the NHS pay rise is to come out of the NHS's budget, not extra money. So they won't be giving any money whatsoever. What they will be doing is removing some from the budget to pay for the pay rises, which, as a knock-on effect, will create cutbacks in certain areas, which usually means job losses. So they've given with one hand and taken with the other. Well, it seems that they weren't happy and satisfied with the NHS being betrayed, but they've gone for key workers as well. And now, as you may be aware, they were looking at a way to get key workers to be able to go back to work, even if they get ping-ponged off the stupid app. Now, as you're probably aware, millions of people and children are being forced to isolate because of that app. And a lot of companies are making sure that their employees have the app, which means that they're running out of staff quick sharp, doesn't it? So obviously they've been crying about this to the government. And the government, in their ultimate wisdom, yes, that was sarcasm, have come up with, are we ready for this? Key workers don't have to isolate if they get pinged. Yep, you heard that right. They don't have to isolate, they don't have to quarantine if they get pinged. A day later, they've since come out with this. Key workers still face lurgy isolation when they are at home. Yep, you heard that right. What they're actually suggesting, which is a complete slap in the face as far as I'm concerned, is that key workers who are exempt from quarantine will still have to adhere to normal isolation rules when not at work. How is that not quarantining? Isolation? You call it a different word and that's all right, is it? Now, what this effectively means is key workers who thought they were going to be able to continue to work are now going to have to work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep. Does it sound familiar to you, that at all? Now, I think this is absolutely ridiculous. You're allowed to go to work if you're a key worker, say if you're working at a supermarket. There's loads of people there. You're allowed to be there stocking shelves and interacting with the public, no problems whatsoever. But as soon as you get home, you can't go to the park, you can't have friends round to your garden, you can't go to any of your mates, you can't go partying, you can't go clubbing, you can't go to the pub, you can't do anything other than work. That's it. That's your life from now on, key workers. Now, I feel really, really sorry for them on this one. This is an absolute disgrace. To say, you're all right, you don't have to worry about quarantining, but once you've finished your job, get yourself home and don't leave the house. How dare you, you disease carrier. What a disgrace. Is that not a disgrace? Let me know what you think, everyone. I'd like to know your opinion. Now, on top of that as well, they're coming out with all sorts of weird and wonderful things. The latest being, are we ready for this? Farting could spread lurgy. Yeah, you heard that right. Now, this is from the Telegraph as well, and it says, a sources just mean some Tom, Dick and Harry done it, but a source says officials have read credible looking stuff on theory from other countries, including Australia, regarding flatulence spreading COVID. So, you're going to be a fart terrorist, everybody. Isn't this amazing? Are we feeling betrayed yet? Are we feeling like something's going on? Because I'll be honest, a source says officials have read credible looking stuff. How many officials do you know that would use the term credible looking stuff? Absolutely ridiculous and a total fabrication as far as I'm concerned. More fear porn from the Telegraph. You should be ashamed of yourself, media, for this sort of crap. Farting. Absolutely ridiculous. And on top of that, if it was farting, how come your pants don't keep it in and keep you safe, considering a nappy does? Yeah, exactly. Let me know what you think, though, everyone. It seems to be as confusing and ridiculous as possible on every front, doesn't it? It feels like a major betrayal to me, but I would like to know your opinion. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe. If you want to help out the channel, you can do, as you're probably aware that both of my channels are demonetized, which means they don't get promoted by YouTube. So I rely on the lovely people like yourselves to share it out and let everybody know that there's a new video and that they can watch it on YouTube. If you could do that, you'd be doing me a massive favour. Thank you very much, one and all. Stay sane, I'll see you on the next one.